Pardon me, guitars coming through. Pardon me, guitars coming through. Pardon me. Alright guys, tell me if you know this song. Take you for a ride, mama. Mommy, I'm alive. The people. Fuck, I messed up! Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, boys and girls, males and females, and they/them. Today we are doing something different, alright? I asked you guys on my community post if I should do a video ranking every single Darkie album and EP, and you guys, voted yes. So it's kind of the backstory on why we're here right now. So today I'm going to be ranking every single album and EP that Lil Darkie has made. I should probably mention that the only album I will not be including in this list is the Lil Darkie Classics. I mean, it's a great album and all, but where would I even put that? Where is that going? All the other albums, including the lost songs, are going to be included in this list as well. And when I say every album and EP, I mean pretty much every one that he's made. But yes, every single album and EP that Lil Darkie has made, I will be ranking them all in one video. In this video, we're doing it today! I'm going to be ranking these from worst to best, so starting all the way down at number 14 and all the way up to number 1. Anyways, let's stop wasting time. Let's get into it already.
Shut the fuck up. No one wanna hear you talk. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Why you
Shut the fuck up. No one wanna hear you talk. Nigga, shut the fuck up! At number 14, we have Darkie, and I feel like I have some pretty valid reasons on why this is like my least favorite Darkie project of all time. And I'm not saying that the songs were bad. I feel like the songs are decent, but that's the problem. Darkie is usually like above and beyond, and this is just decent. So that's kind of why it's here right now. I feel like a lot of things about the album are pretty off, Start off with the fact that the wordplay is just not that good.
I'm so high like Lil Peep, but I won't die like Lil Peep.
I feel like while he was writing these lyrics, he wasn't really trying at all. Like, I felt like this whole album, he wasn't really trying, nor was Christ Dillinger. Both of them barely screamed in this album, even though they're scream rappers, not saying that they have to scream in every single song. I mean, they did spread a message in some songs, but other songs are just there to exist. Some songs on this album I actually did not like at all.
Feel that in my spine. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. Child labor made him rich. This USB might get me paid. This USB might get me laid.
That song should have been on the lost songs, if I'm being honest. I feel like the main problem about this album, though, is that everything is just super generic. This is just the most generic rap album. Like, all the songs are not really super special. However, Burn Us Down, Wash Us in the Blood was a fucking amazing song.
So much weed, I roll it up, that burning child. Get off for the love, but I'ma have to turn it down. Smoking big loud, you know everyone can hear the sound. One of this is a little one, I was the brittle one. I was so broken, my roommate was yelling and coking. I should've broke him, I shouldn't have let her smoke it.
Number 13, we have Kill Yourself. This was Darkie's first project that he ever put out. So, with all respect due, this was just kind of one of my least favorites. I feel like the main reason for that is because of how unfinished it is and how, I wasn't really able to enjoy it that much because of how unfinished it was, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. But to put it to a certain extent, there is just a lot of things. I feel like there's a huge amount of things that are missing from this album, and this album just kind of feels again off. But don't worry, it's one of Darkie's first project. It is his first project, but that's kind of just my reasoning on why it's here. Everything else above is just better.
It could fall a leaf clover. Am I perfect? Don't know, sir. Try to breathe and it won't work. I just wanna be.
Weird Behind the Object was pretty interesting, I guess, but safe to say it's just not really my cup of tea. And there was only 3 songs on this EP, so kind of why it's here right now. There's nothing much to talk about it.
Tear my soul out, tear my soul out, tear my soul out, tear my soul out.
Alright, so here's where things start to get really juicy. From here and beyond, it's all of Darkie's good. The Lost Songs was a very interesting album, and you know, it was pretty enjoyable. I really love some songs on here. But also, why wasn't Blueberry Pie on here? How come Yeet Type Beat was not on here? How come so many projects were not on this freaking album? There were projects that I really wanted to be on here, but sadly they aren't on here, which, you know, kind of makes me want to cry. There was a lot of songs that I was hoping would be on this album but didn't end up being on it, which is fine. It's just, you know, a lot of the songs that he did add are kind of unfinished. A lot of songs on here were enjoyable and a lot of songs weren't. Alright? That's where I'm gonna leave it. That's where I'm gonna leave this one. Imagine an album full of nothing but chaos. Pretty much what this is. But a lot of this album is just pretty much yeah! A lot of the album is just that. Don't get me wrong, the songs are good, but it's like, it's too much. It's too much. Too much screaming. You have scream rap and you have too much scream rap. This album was insane. This album was chaotic. This album was, it made me feel like I was in the middle of a war zone right now.
Yeah, you is a broke nigga, sue me. Not on the grid, why you talking like lose me? I am so picky and choosy. I'm only smoking that sticky, that Uzi. Yeah, towing the...
Okay, so here we have Darkie's second album, which is actually really good. I am a really big fan of Dark Metal God, and also I like Watch Him Spin. I like Bounce / Swang. That's one of my favorite ones. This EP definitely has a lot of underrated songs. With all that said, most of this album is just him talking about killing people and just people being annoying, and so he wants to shoot them. Couldn't agree with that statement even more. Sponsor gun, sponsor, kill.
No matter what I do, it never seem like it's enough. I've been cutting niggas like a diamond in the rough.
If you put it in, you can take it out. What goes around comes around. I've been smoking big joint. A lot of people hate this one for some reason, and I don't understand. Probably because it sounds like this.
I am him. Still they can't grow from my skin. All boros never is. Still decide what the fuck I've been. Still get high, what the fuck you been.
But then you have that song, and let's compare it to just some other song.
The ST6, he ain't died, but they said he did. When they came, yeah, I bet he hit. He don't wanna be found, be sent to the pound, be hit with a big wooden stick. Or get shot by the cop with a big fat clock. At the peak of the mountain top, Boros sit. No motherfucker can stay alive. When he died, yes he cried. There will be no birds in the sky. You will die, say bye-bye. Or a Boros is a cycle of life. Life is a bitch with a big appetite. No one ever that she taking a fight. Every morning to every night.
Boros is actually a piece of art. It's more than just a lot of loud noises, but those loud noises are there for a reason. They are actually distortion. Distortion to how fucked up humanity is. Humanity is so fucked up that it has distorted society, and that distorted society has woke up Boros, and now Boros is, well, I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of just, oh, he's putting an end to society. Okay. This album tells a story. Okay, this album tells a story through all these songs, and all these songs are connected to each other. After this song right here, it actually repeats, and it's a cycle over and over again until you actually break the cycle, which is Futile, which is the last song. That song was so fucking good. I'm sorry. When you first listen to this album, it's probably not going to be one of your favorites, but if you actually give it a try, listen to a bunch of songs, I promise you they will probably grow on you. It happened to me. Boros used to not be my favorite, and now it's in top 8. So
Dance down, watch me dance now. Feed a minute, I'ma grab it all I understand all.
This album was actually pretty fun to listen to. There's definitely a lot of bangers and good songs on this freaking piece of art. Some songs were pretty weird.
The polar completed. Now that we are here,
But we don't gotta focus on those songs. Alright, just focus on the other shit. Songs were fun to listen to. Alright, I think it's a vibe. I enjoyed it. Just kind of took me a while to get into, to be honest.
Wait at the gates for me, my nigga, I'm dying. Fate is a weight, debate the state of my mind. Generate hate, emotion I cannot find. I'm feeling great and I don't have enough time.
Alright, so at number 6, we have Swamp Drain. This album felt kind of weird. The 808s were really fucking distorted, and everything is just kind of all over the place. It's like we're entering Darkie's mind, but in a super weird way. The album cover of this song is Darkie playing in the playground field, and then he just fucking talks about how he was a victim of racism back then.
When niggas first called me a darkie, I didn't like it. When my bully called me a sant nigger, I bite it. And I can say whatever as long as that shit is my story. I can read the book to you, do not try to deny from me.
Beautiful song, 10 out of 10, but what does the album cover have to do with this song? And also, I know I maybe talked about, like, maybe a little bit of the cons of this album, but, like, let's talk about the fucking beautiful things about it. Darkie Still Cannot Rap is definitely one of my favorite songs. There was also I Once Was, Year of the Cap, Learning Not to Give a Fuck. The wordplay in this album was also really good, too. I really like this one. I like this one. Definitely deserves to be in the top 6.
Everybody want it all the time, okay? Please don't hit me, you are not my slime, okay? Ain't really with the grime, no way. Take my vision with my mind, okay?
We are in the top 5! I feel like it definitely deserves to be at the number 5th spot, okay? The wordplay was so fucking immaculate. One of the best songs was on this album, definitely. Like, listen to One Take.
Smoking a rapper like grab, I'm high like a ladder. I do this shit better, I'm rolling up fatter and downloading data. I'm seeing too mad to make everything shatter like I was on acid. My dick is not flaccid, in fact it is massive. I cannot be passive, I'm smoking that salvia divin arm. I'ma run up and give an orange to an alien in the morning.
Darkie can rap faster than the motherfucker you listen to. Get that fucking Grammy out of here and give it to Darkie. He deserves it more. I have no complaints, to be honest. I have no complaints, alright? This album is pretty old though, so maybe that's my one complaint. But yeah, this EP is definitely underrated. And if you've never listened to Darkie before, then I would actually definitely recommend you check out this one. Like I said, wordplay is so fucking good. The beats, the style, like everything about it, just beautiful.
Every day I give a little back. Every day I'm paying off my debt.
At our number 4th spot, we have The Small Dark One. This EP has a special spot in my heart, definitely. And I think that it's one of the best EPs that he's ever made. One of the best projects he's ever made, for sure. Although Do More Drugs is probably one of my least favorite songs. It's the singing. It's just the singing that puts this up here, you know? Darkie did some shit on this album that I never even knew he could do. We all knew Darkie could sing, but we didn't know he could sing like this. I just wish that this was more. I wish there was more songs on this project. If this EP had more songs to it and it became an album, then it would definitely be in the top 3. But, you know, I kind of have to give it to the next one.
Painter, paint the canvas, I ate the mantis, I saved the pandas, I hate they brand as cannons like some Campbell's. Jesus had no socks under his sandals. I can't ride a bike without the handles. I can't ride a...
I personally believe that this album is truly a piece of art just because of how it kind of describes Darkie's mindset and how his thoughts kind of like alter his mind a little bit. It talks about human emotion, human expression, and it talks about shit he goes through. Darkie actually opened up to us in one of his songs about like traumatic experiences that happened to him when he was just younger. And it's like listening to this, it's almost as if you're in his shoes. It's like you could feel what he's going through, and it's shocking. It's like fucking wow. This album needs way more credit than it has because it's honestly beautiful. Call me crazy, but this shit is better than the Kendrick album, okay? I'm sorry.
Why do you inhale the devil's lettuce? Because you won't let us. Know your people these days are out to get us. Fuck you too, we're fed up. We're all gonna die.
This Does Not Exist was an art piece. That is what I feel like about this album. It is definitely an art piece. Cover and also just the messages, the hidden cryptic messages in the songs too. The songs describe Darkie's emotions and also has extremely amazing wordplay. I didn't even know that wordage was a word. Composition 5 was genuinely one of the best songs I've listened to, and also Where Is Darkie was beautiful. Rap music is one of the best music videos we've ever gotten. This album had a very good start, and it had a very good ending. From starting off to feeling bad every time you wake up in the morning and wishing to not wake up ever, to Darkie at the end making a commitment to stop doing drugs forever. Album was truly a piece of art, just everything about it. And maybe to others, it's not their favorite, but to me, it's my personal favorite, and it has a huge spot in my heart. But the rest of my heart clumps up this one album.
Every single human being acting a fool, and there ain't nothing here to fix because I am not a tool. And for the one time, take a shit on your jewel, go get a gun, fine, but do not shoot up a school.
Masterpiece when I say that. When I say there's nothing wrong with this album, I literally mean that there's nothing wrong with this album. This album is the reason why I have experimented with other genres, and I found my favorite genres of music. I'm really a big fan of the rock and metal and punk songs that are in here because those are just fucking beautiful. The album had an amazing start and a fucking amazing ending at that too. This album definitely needs to be recognized and put out there. Even though it already is recognized as the best album Darkie has made, it needs to be recognized even further. It needs to be up there. It is the best. It is the best masterpiece. Total masterpiece. So guys, that's me ranking every single Darkie album and EP that there is as of right now. Maybe if he releases a couple more, I'll redo this video. Yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to smash that like button. And also, if you like my content, you want to see some more content or whatever, make sure to subscribe. All right, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that shit. Smash that shit. Put your dick in that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace! Damn, Lil Darkie is just the best.